Alrighty, catching up. We got a 00165 board. It's had some pretty significant damage, liquid damage, throughout the board. And I'm just going to tackle the CPU MOSFET straight up. So those guys don't look too bad, but I'm trying to think which ones they are. Q7320. What do you guys drive? You're also CPU? Yeah, jeez. Okay. They don't look as bad, but I'll give them a test. .15. This should be hopefully something bigger. Yep, I'll swap the pins over. Yeah, now I've got concerns. Okay, you are short through. You should not be so low both directions. And you're the bottom one. Let's see. So you're this one, 7321. Lucky for us, that's the low side, so we might have got away dodging a bullet here. Fairly sure that should not be so low, particularly not in both directions. I really need to get myself some sort of indicator as to what mode I'm on, rather than having to turn to my left and have a look at the screen, because I just lost a whole bunch of footage. Because I was still showing the board view. Alright, let's get these parts off. We'll just do one at a time so we don't risk mixing them up. I'm not sure if they're actually identical parts or not, I haven't checked. As in, I don't know if the top side and the bottom side are different. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. I'm gonna have to redo those. But that's okay. Oh well. Well, 2 more to go. Could have sworn there was another cap there. And I don't have another 165 to check with. I'll have to look at the board view. And I can't tell by the state of the pads because I would have reflowed them now. And it's a no stuff. Alright. Yeah, we just need to check our orientations. So we've got pin 1 there, and that lines up. And pin 1 there, and there. And that looks like that lines up. Yep, it does. Okay, so we're good. I could have sworn we had a third cap in there, but oh well. Apparently not for the moment. Alright, so that's CPU. We'll see how numbers are now. It's probably still a little bit hot, but we'll give it a whirl. Still way too low. Maybe it's because I got the CPU though. No, you're monstrously low too. What the hell? Does that mean my CPU shorted? I really hope that CPU isn't shorted. One 7 11. Weird. Got the same effect going on here. Not rightly sure what to think of that. So if we go from 5 and 1, yeah, it's definitely not dead short there. This is the top side MOSFET. Yeah, there's no dead short there. So at the very worst, we're going to have a low side short, and that won't give us any grief. I mean, other than just not running. And likewise, up here, so 0.188. Yeah, that's definitely not shorted there. Like I said, it's not shorted on the top side. I'm really not expecting a fan spin at this point, but I am curious to see if we get any smoke. Immediate green light. Holy shit, we've got a fan spin. Alright, we'll leave that alone. Sorry. Oh my gosh, we have a fan spin. Now, given we've got a fan spin, we've still got all this other corrosion to deal with here, and some of it's not so pretty. The question is, do I want to... See, I mean, look at the 3v42 section. I mean, that's a mess. So I'd say let's go ahead and flux and boil all over the place. With the new white nozzle tip that Lewis thankfully sent me, I don't have to be a superhuman anymore to squeeze out a polar flux. Hilariously, oh wait, no, we got damage on that there. I'm not going to kill that. I'm going to leave it there. And this section here, that definitely has to go, that cap. And sorry, I'm going to use up half the damn syringe on this. I may as well just hit it with the Wagner type hot air gun and yeah, the screen cable section there is completely corroded. I'm probably going to have to change my ultrasonic tank fluid after this. And this is only on the top side. Yeah, it looks pretty comical under the normal camera. That board's got a whole lot of flux on it. I should just get an easy bake oven or something and throw it in there. Strongly suspecting I'm going to have to replace that LCD connector. I mean, we'll try and not do it, but it certainly wouldn't surprise me if I had to. This is running at full reflow temperature, but I'll just keep it at a distance. I don't feel like pressing buttons. Today has been a very taxing day. Courier deliveries just did not happen properly. Like, I was expecting a express delivery yesterday morning. Usually in the mornings when they turn up, I get up. Whoop! What's going on here? I'm not... Wow, it's just... I need to push it a little bit closer. Normally when I get up, any packages for the express delivery are there. And I just collect them, have my coffee, plan the day, get on with things. But yesterday nothing showed up, and I thought, alright, okay, fine. Something's happened, that's okay, we'll wait till this afternoon. Well, yesterday afternoon. And nothing turned up. And then I check on the status for the package, and it says, could not be delivered, no safe place to leave it. And I'm like, what? What's going on here? It's like, I'm here 24/7, pretty much. I'm a hermit. What the heck happened there? Anyway, so I contact the delivery service and explain the situation. They obviously can't deliver it after hours because they don't believe in customer service like that. Going above and beyond is not company policy, unless it's taking your money. Anyway, so today I'm like, alright, it'll be here. And I'm thinking, okay, it's not going to be here in the morning. Fair enough. And then midday comes and goes, and I was like, alright, maybe they're just on lunch break now. And then 4 o'clock comes, and still nothing. And I'm like, alright, now this is panic mode, because any time it gets past about 3:30, when it comes to deliveries, you're in danger zone, because it's getting too late for them to do anything about it. And so I go into panic mode, and I'm contacting every damn person I can in the company that does deliveries. And 5 o'clock arrives, still no package. So I decide I'm chucking a wobbly. And so I chucked a wobbly, and finally at about 5:45, lo and behold, the courier van turns up and delivers my package. 2 of them, in fact. And it wouldn't have happened if I didn't chuck a wobbly. And that actually really, it kind of upsets me a lot, because I don't want to be the unreasonable person. I don't want to be the person jumping up and down in a store saying, you give me customer service or that's the end, I'm going to go to social media and do this and that. Yeah, I hate that. I prefer to be the person that can discuss things like an adult and say, look, this package isn't here, can you please organise for expedited delivery so that you meet your obligations so I can meet my obligations as 2 mature adults. But it just never works. I've come to the realisation that that's a sucker's game. So you will not win if you are the reasonable adult. You will not win if you think that good will prevail. It doesn't. All that happens is that you just become another brick in the road that gets driven over by those people on their way to their own wealth and riches and whatever they want to do. Now maybe there is a balance point between being an asshole, an unreasonable person, and getting what you want. And maybe I'm going to have to spend the next couple of decades trying to find that balance. But I really just don't like it. I do not like the fact that you are encouraged in society to be a reasonable person who understands that life is full of these sort of events, and we just have to laugh about it and deal with it and get around it. It just doesn't pan out in reality, though. The only thing that pans out in reality when you behave like that is you get trodden on. Now, I'm not saying go out and be an asshole by default, but I am saying that if things feel like they're starting to go a little wrong, don't bother with the nice, rational, fair type behaviour. Just go straight for chucking a wobbly, because it would, unless you have experience otherwise, and in 30 odd years I have not experienced otherwise, they're just going to ignore you. Yeah, there's a reason why we have the adage, the squeaky wheel gets the attention. And I was never a great fan of it. I didn't believe in it. But I must admit that I've taken so many beatings, I've suffered so much blood pressure and anxiety, all because I was trying to be the nice person. I would prefer the world to be one where the nice person is rewarded for this sort of situation, but realistically there is no, particularly in a company that wants to make money, or anyone that wants to make money, there is no compelling reason to be the reasonable person in most cases, particularly if you're dealing with a corporation. If you're dealing with a corporation, I think, stuff it, just go wild. You're going to get done over otherwise. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're going to send you messages. One of their reps are going to write nice things to you and say, we really appreciate your understanding. At this point, we're unable to assist with your query due to whatever factors. We apologize for the inconvenience it may cause you. That, just go in and just start ripping heads off, because quite frankly, while those people writing that stuff to you, they don't deserve to be yelled at or anything like that. They've done nothing wrong. But the trouble is, these corporations will deliberately structure their systems so that you have to deal with that. It's basically they're using human shields. Their staff are human shields against you getting what you deserve in customer service. My goodness, there's a lot of flux here. I should have just boiled up a tube of flux and put... Oh man, we're going to not have Wi-Fi probably. That there is the Wi-Fi power switch. Oh my. Maybe this should have been better off straight into the ultrasonic. I don't know. Anyway, so yeah, I'm not a happy chappy. And the reason being is, at the end of the day, I'm the one that's going to end up suffering. I'm the one that doesn't get the business done, which means I don't get the money for doing the work, which means I can't buy a house, which means I don't have a roof over my head, which means I suffer on the street. All because I'm supposed to be a nice person? It's like, no. I do not want to suffer that sort of an outcome, all because society says to you, it's the right thing to do to be a nice person. It's a load of bollocks. It's a trap. I can't believe I'm even saying that, because like I said, I really wanted to believe, but with the pressure on my back regarding the house and the loan, I mean, it's hard enough for me to get a loan because I'm what we call a sole trader here in Australia. In other words, I basically am my own business. There's no company or anything there to insulate me. As a sole trader, you try to go to a bank and get a loan. It is damned hard. You basically have to be at a point where you don't need the money for them to give you the money. Which leads me to my next rant, and that is the banks. And of course everyone's got a rant about the banks. But I had a rather substantial debt that took me about 6 years of very high payments to get rid of. And about a year ago I finally got it all settled. Down to zero, cleared, finished, closed, great. And I was issued with a letter to say that everything was done. I was in the clear, I had missed no payments, everything was perfect. And I was to go and give that to the bank, and the bank would then rectify or change the status on my various accounts or financial ratings, whatever, to indicate that everything was good and clear. That was a year ago. I go to the bank and I give the letter to the bank, and the bank looks at me and goes, oh, what's this for? That's nice. You got a letter there. Whoop-de-doo. Yeah. So what? What do we care? And I was like, no, well, I was told to bring this into you, and I need you to actually process this into your system so that it all clears. And they're, oh, no need for that. It'll get done automatically. So fast forward to about a month ago, I'm in for a home loan, and I've basically got no debts on my back anymore. And then the bank is going through things, and then up comes this old debt indicating that it's not cleared. And I'm like, what? So how the hell is that? And they go, oh, we don't know. We'll go check it out. And then about 2 weeks ago, I get a message from the bank saying, we apparently need a letter to clear this debt from the system. And I'm like, you have got to be kidding me. I said, I cannot believe it. I said, a year ago I brought that letter to you, and you people told me to not worry about it and sent me on my way, after I said to you it was needed to clear the system. So, but you know what? You can't get squat done. You cannot get any sort of compensation or anything out of these people, because you just don't have a big stick to beat them with, and that's the problem. You don't have a big stick. You're just another player, another bit of pond scum that they can get between their toes. So anyway, now I've got to try and get that sorted out. I've got time running out. I have to get out of here by Christmas. And I still don't have a home loan or even a prospect of a home loan because they're stuffing around. So you can see why I'm starting to get a little bit ragey. And maybe we might have to revisit or remind people what the term going postal means. I mean, I hope not, but it does. It's very easy to see how people end up going postal when they're hit by all these things. And the worst thing is, usually they are people who were trying to do everything the right way. But the only reward you seem to get for doing things the right way is to get shafted even harder because you didn't bother to protect yourself. Because you believed in the system, you believed in the hope, you believed in justice and all that trash. So yeah, paint me cynical, I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, it's pretty much now every man for himself. And I'm going to just chuck a wobbly any chance I can get. And I'll tell you what, when they say come in and get to know our staff, that is a scam. And that scam is, when you get to know the staff on a more personal level, you're more inclined to be reasonable. You're not going to be as quick to fly off the handle, because once you know people, you're a little bit more moderate about your approach to things. So yeah, that's a nice scam there. Come and meet us, get to know us, so you don't beat us as bad as you could. Alright, well, this thing is Flux City. I don't think there's much. There's probably 90% of this board now covered in Flux. I probably should stick it in the ultrasonic at this stage. I know I'm going to lose some hints, but quite frankly, the whole board is just one big fat hint. It's a mess. And I'm definitely going to need the Wagner to warm up all this again. Alright, I'm going to leave it at that, and we'll make part 2 when it comes out of the ultrasonic.